Hey guys, what is up? Chris here with Cohesive Friendship Unit. Just me today. I have been enjoying the first few hours of Demon's Souls for the PlayStation 5, developed by Bluepoint. I just wanted to give my opinion on this game and my early thoughts on this game, this being my first next-gen experience, and this being my first Souls game. And before we get into that, please consider subscribing. Look forward to our PS5 review coming down later today. We already have a PS5 unboxing, and we have some other PS5 videos coming in the very, very near future. And we're also giving away a copy of Cyberpunk 2077 on release date if we hit a sub goal, so please consider subscribing. So I did lie a little bit. I actually have played a Souls game before. I played about 2 hours of Dark Souls, and I'm liking this a lot more, basically. I really hated the first 2 hours of Dark Souls. I played it pretty much when it released, and I just could not get into it, which I'm sure is a common thing for a Souls-like game, so I was a little apprehensive coming into this one. All that being said, I think the reason that this game is working better for me so far is it is definitely more forgiving up front. I mean, maybe I just lucked out with the class I picked and the stats that I picked and all that, but it is seemingly much more forgiving. For example, not the tutorial boss, but the first boss you fight after the tutorial is not that hard, which I know sounds weird coming out of a Souls game, but I think they're doing a good job teaching me and helping me, which is actually surprising considering this is the originator, right? This is the first Soulsborne game that they seem to have gotten a lot right from the beginning, at least. Now, this is a next-gen experience. This is really the only next-gen exclusive at the moment. There's nothing on Microsoft's side, and Spider-Man Miles Morales is also coming on PS4, although, yeah, they're different games, for sure. So this is really the first next-gen only experience, but it's a remake of a PS3 game, so I guess the question is, can this game only be done on PS5? And I would say yes. The first thing you'll notice is the character creator. This is probably the most detailed character model I've ever seen in a video game ever. It is absolutely insanely detailed. It's literally speechless, as you can hear. I think right off the bat, that shows what you're in for, and you're in for a treat for sure. The visuals are great. Native 4K at 30 frames per second, or dynamic 4K at 60 frames per second. I have not noticed any frame drops at all, personally, and I think I would catch them. Now, the sound design is absolutely beautiful, but we do have a video coming up on that Tempest audio, on that 3D audio, so look forward to that. We'll get into more details there, and if that was maybe a gimmick or if it's worth it. Now, the game is absolutely gorgeous, insanely high detailed character models, and it's hitting native 4K. I think, to me, that is a next generation experience for sure. Also, the load times are non-existent. There are no load times. I mean, it takes seconds to boot into the game, and then you're just playing the game. Warping from one location to the other is, for all intents and purposes, instantaneous. Now, the only real downside so far that I can think of is that there's no ray tracing, but as I think about it, I'm not really sure this type of game needs it, at least from the perspective of there's not a lot of reflective or shiny surfaces to really have it matter. There is total real-time global illumination. I think the game looks and plays fine, and not really missing ray tracing on this title personally. So lots of fun, plays great, and so far I would say the game has aged fairly well. Like I said, I'm actually surprised at how good they are at getting you into this being the originator of the Soulsborne genre. It didn't have any previous titles to look back on and refine itself for. So yeah, look forward to a review on this, a review on the PS5, and lots more next gen content. That is all for me. I will catch you next time.